Your silence holds so much power. Don't invest too much energy in engaging with someone, going back and forth with someone on a topic. Like, once you state your position and you see they're not capable of picking up what you're putting down, just cut it. Just cut it, because it's not worth your time or your energy.
One of the best things that you can learn as a woman is to stop being so reactive and learning the power of being silent. When you are so reactive, people are so in control of you, and you're so easy to manipulate because they know exactly what you're going to do. They know exactly what you're going to say, and they know exactly how you're going to react. When you're so reactive, I always think of like a puppet analogy. You're handing people the strings to your emotions, and they're able to control you. If they want you to be angry, you're angry. If they want you to be sad, you're sad. And it's one of the worst things that you can have in life because you're never going to be in control of your emotions. The power is not in being able to control other people, it's in being able to control yourself.
When your silence says, I am not competing for a spot in your life anymore, honey, that's when he finally realizes, like, oh shit, I lost her. What you need to understand is that Maserati doesn't run commercials because value doesn't chase attention. It commands it. The same goes for you. When your standards finally mean more to you than his attention, that's when the game's end.
Leave them silently. Let your actions be the voice they still remember. There is a time in your life when you have to make a choice. Not a loud, dramatic choice, but a silent, powerful one. The choice to walk away and leave behind the people and the places and situations that are no longer aligned with where you're headed. You see, silence speaks louder than words. It's not about telling everyone what you're doing. It's about showing them by doing it.
Sometimes you've just gotta stay silent. Sometimes you've just got to stay silent. And if you're anything like me, that's really hard to do. When you're the type of person that wants to pour your heart out, that wants to be heard, that wants to be understood, that wants people to know how you feel for them, and wants to fix things and be a peacemaker, it's hard. But I can almost guarantee that if you are that way, you've already said everything you needed to possibly say, and it was heard. It just wasn't understood. It just wasn't taken into consideration. So sometimes you just have to stay silent, and that may mean forever. And if that is the case, I promise you that you'll be glad you did.
When you finally get to a place where you're done, it's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How did you know you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You want to know why? It feels better. When you force yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now it's like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
Always exhaust all options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away.
Damn.
That's the powerful silence.
Yeah.
Because you're walking away with your peace.
Yes.
And your freedom.
Once you realize that people do weird and evil things to get a reaction out of you, you learn that silence is more powerful than proving a point.
I've realized the older that I'm getting that there is so much power in being more silent and being more purposeful when you speak. Anytime you have a influx of emotions, whether you're in an argument or someone has said something that's making you feel a certain way, that is exactly when you need to remain silent. The second thing you're going to get quiet about are your goals and your ambitions, but you do not share your biggest play or your biggest move with the world till it's done. I think the one we need to practice the most is remaining silent in our opinions when they're not asked. So many of us give advice to people that are not seeking for advice. As friends, constantly giving that friend advice that you know is perhaps not doing the things that you feel that she should be doing. You need to remain silent and take away all of those perceptions and beliefs that you have about what someone else should be doing and throwing your opinion at people when it is not asked of you.
Something I wish someone would have told me a long time ago is that true power is in silence. The more you talk, the more power you lose and the more credibility you lose. All that crashing out, all of that rah-rah, all of those hurtful words you say to people who hurt you, all of the threats you make that are empty. The devil has you exactly where he wants you. You don't have control over your emotions, which means you're living by your flesh, which also means you're going to make decisions by your flesh. So you lose all your power because you're being controlled by your flesh. Yeah, silence, ladies. If you really going to stand on business, okay.
If a woman knew that her greatest power was silence, that's her greatest power. If a woman really understands and knows who she is, she can walk in a room and take control of every man in the room. How she walks, how she sits, how she talks, how she be. We don't know how to be women. We know how to do what women do. If you said to a woman, show me your majesty, what's that? Show me your divinity. And who's going to do it?
The most powerful tool you have is your silence. Your silence speaks louder than any words ever could. If you are able to control yourself and your emotions in moments of pain and stress and heartache and just walk away unbothered instead of reacting to how you might feel, that is so powerful. And I promise you, your silence is more intimidating than you reacting. Because leaving somebody wondering why you have pulled back your energy or withdrawn from them rather than laying it all out on the table for them in a reactionary way will have them so much more bothered. You will be on their mind. They'll be thinking like, where is this person? What did I do? They'll start overthinking every last thing they've said to you. Whereas reacting to your emotions, explaining, begging, pleading for someone to care or feel bad about what they've done, if you just walk away, find your peace, find your power, use your silence, that is fucking powerful.
It really is so powerful.
I hate to break it to you, but the truth is, if your absence doesn't bother them, your presence never meant anything to them.
Say nothing, do nothing. Because maturing is realizing that people know exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it, how it's making you feel, and they're still choosing to do it.
If their absence brings you peace, and your isolation from them brings you clarity, baby, it's not you. Hi, they're the problem, not you.
Walk away. Walk away. You cannot keep feeding a soul that is starving yours. It is time. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to hurt so bad. But once you have processed that pain, and you can look back at the situation with a new set of eyes, you will understand. And you will be so glad. Walk away. Because you deserve more. Because you are worth more. Because you deserve to be loved and treated kindly. It's time. Walk away.
When you have to walk away from a person that you actively care about, that has to be one of the hardest things in the world. Because you don't want to hurt them, and you don't want to abandon them. You don't want them to feel like you don't really care about them, but you have to do it to save yourself. Because you know that things aren't going to change. They're not going to change. As much as you see the potential in them, as much as you see how much good they could do, they are who they are. And the only way that's ever going to change is if they actually see something wrong with it and try to correct themselves on their own. Doesn't make it any easier though. And it kind of feels like bittersweet because you're protecting yourself, but you feel like you're hurting them when you're doing it. And as much as they may have hurt you, or as much as things didn't play out the way you wanted it to with them, you don't want to cause them any pain. In the perfect world, in the ideal world, it would have worked out, but